Hi you guys, it's Chris from KhipHop Discussions, and today we've got a very special video. We're going to be doing DEUX. So this is a legendary K-hip-hop group. I know that those older groups from like 20 or so years ago, the 90s, they were kind of K-pop group slash K-hip-hop. They were kind of, it was a little bit more nebulous. I don't think the term K-hip-hop really existed yet. But if you look back at the history, groups like DEUX were basically the OG of the OGest K-hip-hop groups, even if that's not what they were called at the time. So we have to see what they're about and listen to them. I've actually never heard a DEUX song. I know that's crazy, but I'm just a strong believer that you don't have to listen to all the OGs. Don't get me wrong, you should know who DEUX is when you hear the name, like, oh, that's that group that was important to K-hip-hop. Or same thing with like Teji and the Boys, or One Time, Jinny Sean, all these different people. You should have some knowledge when you hear their name, like, oh, I kind of know who that is as a K-hip-hop fan, in my opinion. But I don't think you have to listen to all their songs. But DEUX just came out with a song less than 2 weeks ago, and it has AI generated stuff in it because one of their members unfortunately passed away really young. I think it was about 21 or 22 years old. It was under really mysterious circumstances and it was just really unfortunate, but they were able to AI generate him onto the song and potentially into the music video. So we're gonna watch that together, show some honor and respect to the OG legend K-hip-hop group, the people who paved the way for today's K-hip-hop. So okay guys, I just found this out and you're gonna be shocked, but actually I didn't know that Lee Hyun-do is the other member of this group. Lee Hyun-do is the one who was the surviving member. I always thought Lee Hyun-do was a soloist. I've seen him on so many variety shows. I never listened to the music, but I've seen him around the Korean entertainment industry. I didn't know that he was a part of this group, but I knew he was an OG legendary Korean rapper. So that's really interesting that I finally got that piece of the puzzle. Like I said, I don't really know much about these OG groups. I am learning some stuff, so that's really cool. And yeah, I had to re-record this because I just learned this way after I recorded the video. So there's that. I'm gonna stop talking now, but I just want you guys to have that intro. There's no subs, but I think that's fair because it's giving like the OG K-hip-hop experience. They wouldn't have had subs way back then, so interesting stuff. Oh my gosh, I already love the synths. Anyway. Oh, it's got like some New Jack. Yeah, okay, that's what they said. They did say that they had New Jack Swing as part of their genre. So, okay, that makes sense. We will rise again. Never fade away. Oh, there's like an alien futuristic theme. Hoverboard, I think that is. Okay, this is a jam. This is a little jam. I like it, and I like all these visuals in the music video. You know, I think it used to be a little bit more expensive to do all these special effects in the music videos like this. I've used AI a lot, but it's actually hard to get it to create the image that you want it to. It's not as easy as people think it would be. So this probably actually took a lot of work it still was probably a bit easier than using like CGI or animation or things like that, but it still probably took quite a bit of prompting and quite a bit of refining. It might be a mixture of things actually. Could be CGI, maybe some 3D modeling as well as the AI and um whatever else I said on that list. But yeah, this is really interesting. It's really well done. Yeah, I was wondering when they were gonna bring the dancing in, because this you have to have some those older K-pop, K-hip hop groups. A lot of times they did have the choreography, but also because of the New Jack Swing, it makes sense. And that's another thing. I like the way that they went full force with the AI thing, because I know there's a lot of issues with AI right now. Trust me, like I get it. I'm actually not a big fan of LLMs, large language models, which are things like ChatGPT, Llama, Meta AI, all those things that are like that, Nano Banana, all of that. I'm not a big fan of them. They're actually really dangerous and harmful. But especially when it comes to art, right? There's a lot of issues when it comes to the art, but I like that they kind of just went all in. This does have the technology theme to it. It does have, you see the little artificial intelligence robots, you see all of this stuff going on. And I'm glad that they just kind of went full force in it and we're like, yeah, okay, so we're using AI and we're gonna pretty much lampshade it inside the video. And it is what it is, because I'm not 100% against the use of AI. I know it's bad, but at this point in human history, what isn't? So, yeah, I'm not trying to, sorry, I wasn't trying to get into a whole AI discussion. Sorry about that, but yeah, let's get back to it. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Having them reunite and smile at each other. That's so sweet. Okay, so that music video was actually really cool with all of the AI and all of that. Like I said, I'm not 100% in favor of AI. I actually have a negative opinion of AI, specifically LLMs. Specifically LLMs. This is not AI in general. LLMs technically aren't really AI. They're just kind of being marketed as such. It's a whole discussion. I'm trying not to get into this too much. It's got a lot going on. But anyway, I really like the music video despite my stances on LLMs and things like that. And I also really like this song. This is just a good song regardless. And I like the themes of the music video. You know, they had the outer space theme, but they also, well, they had like a spacecraft of some sort. It wasn't too spacey. It was more futuristic, robots versus humans type of vibes. And I also liked how they did the robots versus human things, kind of lampshading So they might actually be somewhat anti-AI too, not 100%. They might be split on how they actually feel about it. But I'm rambling now. I hope you guys found that interesting. I found it interesting. I'm glad I got to finally hear a DEUX song, and I'm glad they're honoring that member who passed away previously. So that's really cool to see this, and I'm glad that I'm here to see this happen. It's a pretty cool, pretty sweet moment for K-hip hop fans, and I'm sure the OG K-hip hop fans from '97 and early 2000s really appreciate seeing this. So that's all I have to say for now. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.